He's dropped at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
No hesitation. Don't try my patience. I'm gonna pull out one for the set. Boy, tails make that late. I'm gonna come to the bed until we all up in buckets. With the footsteps coming, cause we coming for the jet. We ain't gonna run, no, we don't hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. Knows my dogs, they by my side. Now we gon' ride till we die. We ain't gonna run, no, we don't hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. Knows my dogs, they by my side. Now we gon' ride till we die.
And the offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high power, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 20. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Mayfield. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. It got his man complete. Odell Beckham Jr. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Odell Beckham Jr.
Odell Beckham, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Browns have taken the early lead. It's up and through to make it 7-0 Browns.
Makes the score Browns 7, Bengals nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This taken in about 4 yards deep.
Darius Phillips on the return. The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. On the ground, this is Joe Mixon. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Mixon, the ball carrier.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Burrow going to fake to Mixon and now look to throw. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
On 2nd down, Burrow. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. And that is incomplete.
Exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on 3rd down. And 3rd down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a 4th down.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10.
28-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. Tackle made there by Josh Bynes.
Ball carrier taken down at the 43-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and...
On 2nd and 7, Mayfield, incomplete.
And there's a good opportunity to just run a ride there, a drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
It's 3rd down and 7 yards to go.
So they head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Mayfield looks to throw. He completes it to Hunt. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49.
8-yard pickup.
It goes as a gain of 8 and it moves the chains. On 1st and 10, Mayfield on the slant, complete to Hopkins. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
Down, Cleveland.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. It's caught by OBJ. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll run for the first time with Kareem Hunt. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. They'll try to run with Hunt. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Kareem Hunt with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
On second down, here's Mixon. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
It's now 3rd down and 6.
On 3rd down, Burrow. He's got his man, Boyd. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Burrow to Boyd there for the Cincy first. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. And this pass, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, you know, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
He gets this one to Boyd. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 42. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
The 42-yard line.
13-0 is the score after one on EA Sports.
Bengals nothing.
But I can't go. No, I can't go. And whoa, sometimes I need a check. Not the sneakers, but the ones that make you watch your step. You change name, how about your respect? Give them more than what I get, expecting them to back. In fact, I'm outside down on my
After 60, after 60. 19 target, 19 targets. You don't know. Begin.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowl cornerback Denzel Ward. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
First down.
They run again on first down. Chubb. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
He's brought down at the 37-yard line. A gain of 9.
On 2nd and 1, Mayfield. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Throwing, Mayfield. Then he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 27-yard line. They only needed 1 yard on 3rd down. They get 10 instead by going to the air. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. And again, it's Mayfield. Open man, Taylor Gabriel. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. The Browns on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And that's going to be he caught for a Browns touchdown.
Odell Beckham.
Odell Beckham, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Handoff to Joe Mixon.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
3rd and 2, now Burrow. And that's knocked away and incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They'll try and throw for it here. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Heck of a 4th and short conversion. They end up getting north of 20 yards.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard.
They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. He finds his running back, Mixon. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. It's a gain of 9 yards. And it'll be 2nd and about a yard to go for the first.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Going to throw again. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. One of his main targets, Delaney Walker, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd and short.
The scoreboard tells a story for him, a little bit bleak. And while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close. But the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
On 3rd and 1, Burrow. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And he's able to get it to the 33, good enough for a 1st down.
Cincinnati Bengals.
First target, first catch, and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 30.
Off the play fake, here's Burrow. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. A.J. Green, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals are able to draw a bit closer.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll start things off with a handoff to Chubb. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
4 yards on the pickup. second.
We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
On third down, Mayfield. Flush to his right. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or two short. He was out there waving his arms, and when you get a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes.
Now a hit and a loose football. And this is picked up by the Browns.
I don't know why, but it's always agonizing to me to see a guy make a mistake in this phase of the game, because you can it's all on him. All eyes there. He's got a chance to make a punt return, and instead he ends up putting it on the carpet.
Puts it on the carpet. The little rubber pellets shoot up. Never a good sign for a returner on this field turf surface.
No.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. DeAndre Hopkins with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Browns add on to their lead. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do, because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much, as he's down to the 48. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Pick it up. 44 is the mark. 44 is the mark. Check. Crunch time, defense.
On second down, here's Burrow. Flushed out right. He's got Green. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with. But it's second down.
At the 30-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Steps away to his left. And now he's good. Now Burrow loses the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Browns drive about to get started. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play, that's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. They give to Chubb out of the gun. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Bucs set to get the football first, and they trail here as we get started in the second half. Taken about 7 yards deep. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do. A big seam, and he might go all the way. 30. 10, and all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Joe Mixon, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals are able to cut into this lead. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Taking it about the 1. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. On first down, Chubb able to get forward for about 4 as he's taken down.
He was brought down by Trey Waynes. A gain of 4. It's now a second.
And again, it's Chubb
at the 32-yard line.
And they will finally get to him down at the Bengals' 37-yard line.
He's brought down.
How about our reigning AFC Player of the Week, hot-footing it into the secondary on that run?
Yeah, nice long run. That's what got him the award a week ago. Maybe he's trying for 2 in a row here this week. A first down throw for Mayfield. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. They run it again with Chubb. And brought down, but not before they're inside the line. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10.
First down.
Mayfield on first down. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now Mayfield. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Carl Lawson with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. A give. This is Chubb. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have to contend with a 3rd and 13.
And it's 3rd down.
Hopkins on the grab over the middle. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first.
1st and goal.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll give it to Chubb, and he's in. Touchdown, Browns.
Touchdown.
Nick Chubb, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
And this carries into the end zone. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line.
Intercepted by
The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. They're able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
Nick Chubb. Jermaine Pratt there on the tackle. It's a gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
And a nice carry and a 1st down for Cleveland. A nice pickup there by Nick Chubb, who's a bright spot for this Cleveland offense. He finished 2nd in the league in rushing in 2019 with nearly 1,500 yards on the ground and got into the end zone 8 times. And how about this for durability? Has not missed a game in his NFL career. What a bounce back from a big-time knee injury while at the University of Georgia.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Tackle made at the 16-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Handoff comes to Chubb. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line.
On the carry.
That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8.
1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
They'll run with Chubb. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown.
Touchdown.
Nick Chubb, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. Great call to hand that one off, and his running back did the rest.
Someone read their keys correctly, and on the defensive side of the ball, they certainly did not, because they really essentially were just going to swarm the quarterback. They kind of guessed themselves out of the play, and guess who benefited? The guy with the football.
Fielded in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action.
Play.
2nd and 9 now from the 21.
Bengals 14.
They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Bengals on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. From the gun, a give to Mixon. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
A 2-yard gain. It's 4th down.
4th down. Here's Joe Burrow. And now Burrow's going to be intercepted yet again. Picked off by Terrence Mitchell. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Carlos Dunlap, the Florida Gator, chopping his way to the quarterback. Mayfield in this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack. Mayfield now from the 50. It's caught by OBJ. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. They get 13, but it's not nearly enough. And it'll be 4th down.
Field goal. A 54-yard attempt.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowl cornerback Denzel Ward. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him, let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
And it's 3rd down.
That's going to be caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown.
Touchdown.
DeAndre Hopkins. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points.
Makes the score Browns.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that will extend this big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee. Maybe high there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Carl Joseph. And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick six makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or two.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick six put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Again, it's Mixon. Gets by him, and now a little daylight. And juke this time. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 27 yards there, a 1st down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll go as a loss of 5, and it'll be a 2nd and long.
Let's go now. 19 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. It's coming this way. Here we go. Shift. Watch twins.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon. It's a gain of 8, and it's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Sometimes I need a check, not just niggas, but the ones that make you watch your step.
So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. Call it a gain of 5. 4th down now.
7-yard line.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Mike's 50. Let's go. Check. Hurt. Check 31. Check 99.
They'll try and throw for it with Burrow. And it is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And this Browns defense stands tall. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. He was 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down.
A gain of 16 yards. And the Browns 1st down.
A run for Nick Chubb. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Go. Check 4.
They'll go left side on the ground with Chubb. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. It doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone.
Now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. That'll go for only 17 yards on the punt. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. The Bengals drive about to get going. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what is...
And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
He's been having a great game, and that one right there, his best run so far, and it ends with 6 points.
And not only that, in his mind, what is he thinking? Can I get to 200 yards as well? Because he knows he's closing in on it. He may not know the exact number, but the best runners have a feel of what the yardage is that they're compiling, and he knows that he's getting close to that 200-yard mark now.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. There were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this.
Kick it and go. Kick it and go. We'll step on, spin, move, and zone. Stop the sideline, a touchdown, I put on a show. Kick it and go. Step on, spin, move, and zone. Stop the sideline, a touchdown, I put on a show. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go.
Running it back, never a cap, out of the draft, watching me ball. As soon as I snap, hit of the pack, walk for the sack, shaking them out, breaking them off, talking my talk, walking my wall like I do. Sit on the throne, get in the zone, turn it on, must be the shoes, must be the team, must be the camp, must be the crew. You need a win, who need a win, that's all we do. I've been a king and I've been about mine, never could doubt mine, they running the route, I leave them outline when I hit them.
We'll step on, spin, move, and zone. Stop the sideline, a touchdown, I put on a show. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go. We'll step on, spin, move, and zone. Stop the sideline, a touchdown, I put on a show. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go.
Putting it down for that, time I was down and out, had to bring grinding back, doing the drills and working the wheel where you're grinding at, you know what it be, playing this here for the keeps, had to make out with a feast, a family to feed, third cold where the trophy should be, EA got me in the game now, breathe on with the game now, they're hearing with a lane now, my home second with a ring now, legendary on the field, kind of drip is a skill, it's the highest cruiser bill, ain't nothing to the heel.
We're at the home of the Super Bowl 52 champions, Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Just a short time ago, these Philly fans in full roar as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. Pyrotechnics ablaze. They're set to go as their Eagles will match up with Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. 1st and 10. Here's Wentz. Man open, it's Goodwin. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.